I'm also surprised at the bands from Beijing. The bands from Beijing are awesome.
No, they're very good.
Fuku's been around for about 7 years?
Yeah, 7 years.
So you guys have been a long time listening like in the music scene in China.
Yeah, it's a pretty long time, you know. You know, we just work hard, you know.
Yeah.
7 years is pretty long, like for Chinese man. You know, actually, most of Chinese men they just only have 1 or 2 years life, so they broke up.
Just can't make
it's
it.
Very Euro. Yeah, it's very because something social and money and something else. Not a long time, just 2 years ago, we can't imagine we can see a foreigner band's gigs in China.
Oh wow!
But in 2 years ago, everything comes true. I saw the international noise conspiracy.
Yeah.
I saw the Incubus and the soundtrack of our lives, and so many Nine Inch Nails, so many bands. I saw just every day, you know, gets well.
Change is in the works, but why is it so tough to find an audience?
很多人在对卡拉 OK 上班之后卡拉 OK，然后回家睡觉，然后所以很没有意思。
但是更多的人在卡拉 OK。
卡拉 OK 更多的人，对，
因为中国人太多了，所以中国的 young people 也是特别多的。
对，特别多。
不可能所有的年轻人都去听 rock and roll， 就像国际上其他的国家城市，其实我觉得都一样。更多的年轻人他听的可能都是 pop music， 或者说更流行的东西。但是在中国可能只有少部分人去专门的听，或者说特别喜欢听 rock and roll。
中国很多人，然后需要有一些人去做一些不一样的事情，不一样 rock and roll。
An audience isn't the only difficulty.
I don't think this is a venue. I don't think they have permits tonight.
Well, the police didn't pull the plug.
Why? Because we planned it.
We talked with the police though.
We planned it.
It was great. No, we sent them home. We sent them away.
No. We tried to book them, but they wouldn't do it because they said Roxanne has done like so many like albums and shit. Last year we did 6 bands. This time we're doing 10 bands. We've got 1 band from London. We've got 7 bands from Beijing. We've got 2 bands from Qingdao, which is a bit sad really because there should be more bands from Qingdao. But anyway, tonight is brilliant because we've made it bigger and better than last year, and I hope that we can do it every year. That's the whole point. Even if we're not here, we want people to get involved, you know, and just take it on and get passionate about music, and not just music, art, original, just creativity, like passionate. We want people to get passionate about things.
You've been here a long time. Do you feel it happening?
It's getting more and more, but still, you know, it's great. We see all the students tonight. Everybody's getting into it. Brilliant. But you have to show. I feel it's like you have to show people to do it.
You have to teach them.
You have to teach them, which is okay, which is cool. But it takes more energy. But it's going to be good. How can I say? Like if the crowd, if the audience, if the people don't respond, the bands won't come back again. If the audience responds and gives a good show, and gives us sort of a good vibe, the bands are knocking on the door. That's what it's all about.
Rock and roll 可能我感觉在中国更适合就是玩 rock and roll 这个，因为生活和政治面貌或者其他的更让你有机会去接触到这个东西。所以而且北京可能在中国来说可能是最多的一个城市。
Rock's a really new thing for Chinese consumers. It's not right now. It's kind of the 50s. I mean, these bands may as well be Elvis. You know, it's a brand new cultural phenomenon. It's very young, so there's not a big audience for it. So I think rock, you know, rock's got some of the devil in it. So I think a lot of people, you know, once kids hear rock, they get into it. But right now, China's a country that's saturated with canto pop and this kind of stuff. So essentially, you know, rock still has a long way to go before it reaches into sort of mainstream Chinese culture.
Do you see it happening?
At some point it will happen, yeah, sure, it's inevitable. And I don't know necessarily whether all of this is working at the moment in a way that is lucrative, but it's certainly trailblazing something that could be really interesting in the future.
希望青岛每年都会有更多的这种，觉得才会有更多的人会觉得很好奇，哎，我可以去看一下或者去听一下，这样才会好一点。
For now, there seems to be a wall preventing the scene from exploding beyond Beijing's limits, which is what all the people in this film are hoping to witness. Change is fast in China, but maybe not as fast as most want it to be. Max 08 was a taste of what could be. Let's see what happens in Max 09.
Let's rock